What about now? Oh, there we go. There we go, finally working. Ready. Let's do this. Oh. Or possibly today. Alrighty. Let's get it done. Shall we? Oh, I'll give everyone a minute to come in. Hello. Oof. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ow. Alright, we're good. Thank you for the ECW chance. Alright. Let's do this. Without further ado, time for an interesting show, to say the least. Hello, Ashley. Alright, let's get this underway. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECW. I'm your host, as always, Scott Silver, and tonight we are nearly just 2 shows away from Money in the Bank.
Is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Suva, Fiji, weighing in at 240 pounds, the ECW Hardcore Champion, the Superstar.
This man right here we saw last week be crowned the new Hardcore Champion in a brutal ambulance match. And now he walks in the title around his waist, ready to destroy, to brutalize any person he walks into the ring with, starting with his opponent tonight, Carmelo Hayes. Time to see how brutal he can be, especially when he gets to call himself champion. And the man he's up against.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. He's only had 1 match here in ECW so far, and he's had quite the showing. The real question is, will he be able to fare with someone as strong and as powerful as Fafita here? Carmelo is known for his quick strikes and very acrobatic moveset, but when it comes to Fafita, he's more of a powerhouse. He can destroy anyone with a single strike. So the fact that these two are such polar opposites, it will be very interesting how this match will play out. Melo still seems to be very confident walking into the ring here. But confidence can quickly fade once that bell rings. Here we go. Both men are ready. Match now underway. Mello trying to get some strikes in it early. Trying to find the best way to go around it. Throws Fafita into the ropes. Drop down. Throws him around. Trying to use his own momentum against him. Very smart by Fafita, able to get a reversal. Goes for a springboard drop kick straight to the skull of Carmelo Hayes. Immediately going down. Trash can now in play, but Carmelo stops him from using it. Both men in reversals of one another, but look at Melo utilizing the outside area. Neck breaker. Melo hoisting Fafita up, slamming his back into the barricade. And now trying to deal in some extra chip damage where he can. Every strike matters in this kind of match. Tries to throw Fafita back into the ring, but reverses, gets thrown back in himself. And go for a suicide dive! But Fafita able to roll into the ring to stop him. Clothesline. Straight to the skull of Hayes. Now working on the arm on the outside area. Both men right now going hand in hand when it comes to offense, but now a sledgehammer in play straight to the midsection of Fafita. The fans chanting they want tables as Fafita, another clothesline to Hayes. Hoisting him up. And the stiff right. Hayes kicking up, but straight into the jaws of Fafita as he gets rolled back inside the ring. Straight shot, now the strikes from Fafita. The champion on an absolute anger strike. He's now trying to twist the skull of Hayes out of its socket. Jesus Christ, and now the Samoan spike straight to the body of Hayes. Goes for the cover. And that's it. The multiple Samoan spikes to pretty much the heart of Carmelo Hayes. Practically guaranteed him the win. The champion stays strong as we now move into women's match. That's right, we got special referee up in this mofo. And now, as I said, women's competition now, as our special guest referee comes into the ring.
The following contest is a special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, a bit of a winning streak for this lady, defeating both contenders that she now needs to officiate for, being Maya Rogers and the ECW Women's Champion Tegan Knox. The fact that these two are having a match together may be a bit of an annoyance to Liv Morgan, considering that she has defeated them both. Will that decide how she's going to rule this match? We shall soon see as we now greet the champion to the ring.
And the participants, first from the Welsh Valleys, the ECW Women's Champion, Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox, the first ECW Women's Champion, no matter what happens in the coming weeks, whether she loses it at Money in the Bank, whether the Money in the Bank winner cashes in on Tegan Nox. That will be an accolade in her list that no one will be able to take away from her. And now, of course,
and from Sydney, Australia,
Maya Rogers, of course, on an absolute killing streak, coming off of a win in TPW. Will she be able to continue that role of success into this match? We shall soon see. Of course, we know the news about what happened to her father. Both Liam Rogers and Jai Phillips suspended for an indefinite amount of time due to the attacks last week. But right now we focus on our women's match. Tegan Nox, Maya Rogers, both geared up and ready. Liv gets the bell to be rung. It's now officially up. Both women sharing some shots very early on. Maya throwing Tegan across the ring into the back drop. Goes for an early pin, making her check it, but a kick out at one. But could have been a smart strategy from Maya to see if Liv Morgan was actually going to check the pin. A knee straight to the back of the skull of Nox. Trying to deal some damage here where she can very early on in this match. Now trying to work on the arm. Now tripping her up. Now trying to go for an early submission, middle of the ring. Tegan able to fight out of it. Now look at Tegan. But look at Maya able to reverse it. What's she going to do with this newfound opportunity? Throws Tegan to the outside. As Liv starts to count. Now the count will reset. But what is Tegan going to do with it as she throws Maya's skull into the not a turnbuckle, on the ring apron, my apologies. Now the knee straight to the skull of Nox. Trying to find some kind of opening, and she throws her into the ring post. The count is at 5. They need to think about getting back into the ring, and soon. That's exactly what mine did, throwing Tegan into the ring. Tegan now throws her into the ring, drop down. And try to go for something, but Maya slapping her way out of it. Another slap to the skull of Tegan. What is he planning to do here as a Russian leg sweep? Goes for a cover. But a kick out at 2. Now working on the arm. We've seen Maya's been doing that a lot this match. Working on the arms of Tegan Nox. Could there be a plan in place that Maya's trying to execute? Tries to go for an elbow drop. Tegan rolls out of the way. Tegan trying to find some momentum in this match that she hasn't had yet. Tries to put Maya over to the turnbuckles, but comes up a little bit short. Now Maya thinking about what her next play is as she throws Tegan to the apron. And now Maya Rogers throwing Tegan's back onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And now continuing to deal more damage as Liv, our referee, our official, watches on. Now starting the count. Taking her time with the count, as I just realized. Taking her sweet time with the count. Making sure that these women do as much damage as possible to one another. Maya now back in the ring with Tegan, trying to find an opening. Now trying to deal some damage to the arm. And now, arm locked in. Will Tegan tap? But no, Maya lets go of the submission. Again, reversing Tegan's offense. Getting flipped over by Nox. Nox with some strikes and throwing her on the canvas. And again, looks like Tegan cover. A little bit of a fast count from Liv. Everyone saw that. Now into the uppercut. Straight to the skull of Maya. Maya still trying to fight it. Both women trying to absolutely undo everyone, but can we still think about the fast count that Liv just did for Tegan? She throws her into the ring, and a clothesline from Tegan Nox. And now the strikes, and again throwing Maya's skull to the canvas. Goes for a cover again. And again, possibly going for that fast count. Now Tegan looks like she's in control now. And just as I say that, submission from Maya. Bending that arm almost out of its socket. Will this be enough? But no, it is not. Now, Spine Buster goes for the cover. But no, kick out at one. But now, look at Tegan. And the Canadian Destroyer. Canadian Destroyer straight to Maya. But a kick out at two. Tegan gearing up to possibly finish it with the Shining Wizard. Connects. But a kick out at two. How has Maya kicked out of almost everything that Tegan has done to her? Throws her to the apron, drop kicks into the outside. Now the count starts. Tegan meeting Maya on the outside clothesline. Skull, and again. Goes into the middle of the ring as the count continues. Count to 5. Tegan back into the ring now. Both women seem to be very tired right now, but look at Tegan hoisting Maya up, but Maya able to slip away, and a hit to that knee that Tegan has a little bit bandaged up, and now straight across the knee of Maya Rogers. Now small package suplex. Maya top rope. And the leg drop. What is Maya thinking of doing here? Doesn't matter because Tegan reversing it. And the Shining Wizard strike. And the kick out at 2. That is 2 Shining Wizards that Maya Rogers is kicked out of. What the hell are we witnessing? Well, the women now drop down. drop kick to Maya. Kick to the back. Tegan dishing out punishment after punishment after punishment, but Maya just is refusing to stay down. But now look at Tegan trying to gear up, trying to put caution into the wind. Suicide dive connects. Now trying to deal as much pain as possible. Both women going hand in hand here. And a choke slam to Maya Rogers. The count now at 3 as Liv just watching on. Maya getting back into the ring. Tegan quickly following suit. And now 3rd time's the charm, Shining Wizard. Could that be it? And it is. Tegan digging in deep. And conquering Rogers. As we move on to our next match. This one should be interesting. And now we have what is a little bit of a grudge match here in the next. Starting with this man, the Black Heart himself, Tommaso Ciampa.
The following is a triple threat Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, representing DIY from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds. One half of the ECW Tag Team Champions, Tommaso Ciampa.
This match has one member of each of the 3 teams who have been a little bit at each other's throats backstage. DIY, Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, and the Nest. After all of these 3 teams exchanging wins and losses in the ring, they have been at each other's throats to trying to figure out who the next team to verse DIY are. So Paul Heyman's come up with this match where one member of each team will be in this match to see how they fare, to see and dictate what the match will be for Money in the Bank. So we obviously know that Tommaso Ciampa will be representing DIY, the champions here. Let's see what the other members are. How about that? Brother Devon Dudley is here.
Representing the Dudley Boys from Dudleyville, weighing in at 269 pounds, Devon Dudley.
Devon Dudley here to represent the Dudley Boys. He's been on a bit of a roll when it comes to matches. He has been absolutely on fire, doing as much damage in such a short amount of time. We shall see if that translates into singles competition here. But who will be representing the Nest in this matchup? We shall soon see.
representing the Order from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Outlaw Jackson Rogers.
Jackson Rogers representing the Nest. Man has been on an absolute roll when it comes to matches in both TPW and ECW. Obviously, his absolute classic with Tommy Dreamer, his win the other week with tag team member Ricochet, and now he has this match to focus on. Tommaso Ciampa, Devon Dudley, Jackson Rogers. Match is now underway. Jackson immediately being thrown up by Devon. But Jackson, of course, being the smallest man in this match. DDT from Ciampa. Now Jackson trying to throw in the knee straight to the midsection. Jackson trying to deal some damage to the two bigger competitors. Flipping up Devon. But Tommaso right there. When it comes to triple threat matches, I've said it before and I'll say it many, many more times in my career. You always have one person that you want to deal damage to, but then the third person will strike at any moment that they want. As now a strike to Ciampa sends him down as a table gets introduced and a big boot to Devon. Throws Ciampa to the outside and now a back right from Devon. Throws him into the ropes. Drop down. And the kick straight to the skull of Jackson. Elbow drop. Try to go for a leg drop, but it comes up a little bit short, but then sends him down again. Ciampa outside with a sledgehammer in hand. Dealing some most damage as possible. Now the high knee from Rogers goes for a cover, but Tommaso right there to break it up. Throws Jackson to the outside, and now Devon dealing some serious damage to Tommaso Ciampa. Power bomb. Now again the sledgehammer being utilized straight to the midsection. The ring gets some breathing room. Jackson stops him from using the sledgehammer. He gets thrown into the corner, but Ciampa there to break up any kind of momentum. Another back right. A look at Jackson trying to deal some damage to Ciampa here. Power bomb. Now Jackson throwing Ciampa, but Ciampa able to get some back to momentum. But a Superman punch immediately sends Ciampa down. Goes for a cover, but Devon right there to stop it with some more stomps and knees directly to Rogers. Sledgehammer again, the midsection to Jackson, and then the midsection to Ciampa as well. Goes for a cover, the Ciampa. But a kick at it too. Now Devon seems to be the one man that's in control most in this match. As he goes top rope, high risk. As Jackson throws the chair at him. Keeping him out. Clothesline from Dudley. Goes for the cover, but a kick out. Now, and the spear straight onto the unopened table. Devon trying to get some damage in, but he came up a little bit short. Now the stiff right sends him down. Jackson seeming to be in complete control now. Devon again, sledgehammer in hand. Jackson getting the ladder up between the announce table and the ring as Devon going for a pin now. But a kick out at 2. Devon squaring off with Jackson, and now some good strikes as Jackson now busted open due to them. And look at these two boys teaming on Jackson with the double knees. Now, Ciampa trying to find some kind of opening for this matchup. Jackson thrown into the ropes, dropped down, leapfrog, and that knee straight to the face. Ciampa now back in the ring and immediately up with Dudley, but reversed. Again throwing the chair straight into the skull, but this time of Ciampa. And the flying forearm from the springboard. And now look at Dudley. All men immediately, constantly on the dime. But look at Ciampa. And he gets it. He gets the fairy tale ending, but Jackson there able to break up the pinfall. Now Jackson dealing in some strikes. Kick out at 2. Jesus Christ, all men just going at it. And just like that, Jackson takes it.
Here is your winner, the Outlaw, Jackson Rogers.
How about that? Raven and the rest of the Nest should definitely be happy. The fact that Jackson came out victorious against the Dudleys and DIY as we move on to our next match here tonight. Dragon off. And now we have a little bit of an interesting matchup here, as Bray Wyatt coming into the ring tonight. This is...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown. Weighing in at 285 pounds, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, the man behind the Fiend, but doesn't seem to be going to that dark side just yet. Coming in as the happy-go-lucky Bray Wyatt. But what does this mean? We all know that whenever we see this version of Bray Wyatt, something bad is lurking behind the shadows. What does this mean? We're about to find out. As the Dragon, the man himself, Ilya Dragunov, is here.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov, one of the harder hitting men that I honestly, to be completely honest with you, I don't know if Bray Wyatt is ready for Dragunov. Dragunov will do absolutely anything to win, and Bray Wyatt's such a happy and go-lucky person. I don't think that this is a fair fight, to be honest with you. Dragunov, eyes of a warrior, ready to put in the pain. Match now underway, but look, both men trying to go for a shot very early on, but look at Bray immediately starting in the match off with the DDT. Now Dragunov, just like I said, trying to do those strikes very early on. Now look at Bray. Now trying to deal some damage to the leg quite early on. And now DDT from Dragunov to the outside area. Dragunov definitely seeming to be in the most control right now. Boot straight to the bleeding skull now of Bray Wyatt, and another big boot. Look at Dragunov just dealing damage upon damage upon damage, but look at Bray trying to get some breathing room. Now into the ropes, and the high knee straight to that bleeding skull, trying to deal as much damage to it as possible, but a kick out at one from Wyatt. Reversal from Bray, and a Sister Abigail immediately follows. Now, will that be it? And it is, immediately capturing the win of Dragunov with that mandible claw. And look how happy. Oh no, we've heard that gong before. Look at it, it's the ECW champion, Undertaker, who's been dealing with Bray for a number of weeks, and a choke slam to Bray. The choke slam to Bray. Damn, that could not have gone better. Alrighty. And now Lane gearing up for his ECW TV title match, and Raven out here ready. But wait a second. It doesn't seem that Raven wants to fight tonight, and he's putting in Ricochet. What about that? What a turn of events. Ricochet now stepping in for Raven. This is no longer a TV title match. And look at Lane immediately getting that knee in. But look at Ricochet trying to get in that ring awareness. Now Ricochet trying to deal some serious damage. Moonsault straight. Both men on the outside now. Lane now trying to deal some damage, get some frustration out. He believed that he was fighting for the TV title tonight. And the fact that Raven just did a whole 180 and replaced himself with another member of the Nest definitely must be something that will be making his blood boil a little. Lane hoisting Ricochet up, snake eyes off the ropes. And Ricochet seeming to have Lane's number. Again, Ricochet just dealing. But Lane needs to get back to his feet if he has any chance. If he loses to Ricochet, who's to say that he won't be able to stand into the ring with Raven for the TV title? Lane gets back to his feet. Shot to the back of Ricochet's head and a slap to boot. Goes for the cover. A kick out before the count can even start. Goes in the corner, drop down. And now, German suplex. Now again dealing some damage on the legs. Ricochet may have some kind of plan here. And now Ricochet on the arm. Trying to go for something here, but Lane able to get out of the way. Lane now with the strike combo. Now goes for a cover. But a kick out at two. And now Ricochet back to his feet. Ricochet, a Widow, the Black Widow submission. We've seen many superstars use, but Lane immediately able to get out of that harm's way. And the high knee straight to the skull of Ricochet. Ricochet with a little bit of taunting here. Interesting by this man. Now both men in the corner, but no! tried to go for a strike in the corner, but it got to the outside. But now both men immediately, and that kick up sends him into the ropes again. To the outside goes Lane. And look at Ricochet trying to go for a suicide dive and gets stopped by Lane. And now Lane being the one to deal damage to the leg. And now reversed. And that strike from the springboard. Ricochet able to be in keeping up with Lane, which is a very, very hard thing to do. The man is 2 championships under his belt and a discus clothesline. Ricochet trying to do what he can as he goes to the top rope, but Lane back to his feet, able to make him, but no, he's able to keep him. Raven watching on as his disciple Ricochet dealing damage. Sent into the ropes now. Lane drop kick sends Ricochet to the canvas. Lane on fire, standing moonsault. And another standing moonsault. Back to his feet now. Rolling out of harm's way, and now Hurricane Rana. Another standing moonsault, but Lane had the knees up. Throws him down to the canvas, goes for the cover. But a kick at it too. Now some kicks straight to the skull of the one and only. And now going for a submission. The knees up. An own version of the Lion Tamer, and Ricochet taps. Just like that, Ricochet taps. All of the damage on the skull and legs of Ricochet all came out to bite him as Lane picks up the victory. Possibly staring down Raven, going, he wants that title here and now. That has been our broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to ECW. We will see you to gear up to next week. I have been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.